What's going on, guys? Dr. Little back here today. So obviously we're playing Call of Duty Ghosts today. We're not playing Black Ops 1. That is because two things. It got a little bit boring, and second of all, Call of Duty Ghosts, I remembered how cool it was to be able to snipe some scrubs very badly. We're actually playing against bots though. So, but I'm able to do stuff like that, and it's really cool. Like, look. Oh, hit marker. No worries. It's 2 seconds times the charm. But today was actually my first day of school. If you guys like these, hold up. Look at these glasses. I got new glasses. They're blue. I think they actually look very nice. They're transition in the sun. And I don't know, I think they just look really nice. But the only reason why, yesterday, I actually did post a video saying that I'm going to school in the morning, which was this morning. And I actually ended up taking the video down because a bunch of the classes I was in, kids were actually saying, like, normally when it's your first day of school, they go around the room and saying, oh, tell me a little bit about yourself, like, you know, that stuff. So I'm on the track team. So, obviously, like they do, they say, dude, tell me a sport you do, tell me your hobbies or whatever. So, I'm like, okay, whatever. So, I was really expecting them to do this. I don't know, I just really was. So, actually, what did happen was, like, legit every class I was in, except for 7th period, which was math, because I don't really have any friends in that class. It's just me and a couple, like, a bunch of other, like, 9th grader freshmen, because, I'm in, bad math. But whatever, doesn't even matter. But, so, every time they went around the room, he's like, oh, yes, what is your name? I'm like, oh. My name is Nathaniel, and I'm on the track team, and yeah, and then obviously the kid in the corner has to say, oh, yo, he has a YouTube channel, Dr. Lupo, you should go subscribe. I'm like, can you shut up? Just don't tell. And then obviously the whole class is like, oh, you have a YouTube channel? I'm like, yeah. But, like, I mean, I guess it would be an accomplishment if they go check and actually have 2,000 subscribers, but if you are anybody from class, assaded, because, I don't know, I make these baller videos on YouTube. Don't rank on me, please. I don't want to get ranked on, though, anyways. But, oh, gosh. So, obviously, we are playing Ghost, and that's a very old game, but I think it's fun. But, anyway, so, first period, we got U.S. history, and, it's actually a fairly simple course. The teacher is, like, new, so she doesn't want to lose her job, and she hasn't been here for 10 years, obviously, so she's probably going to do a pretty good job at her job, just because she just got here and doesn't want to screw up instantly, because I had teachers in the past that've been there for 20 years. They know they're not going to get fired anytime soon, so they just like, oh, whatever, I don't care. I'll give you all Fs, I don't care. I'm still getting about 40K a year profit, so they really don't care if you do good or not. But this teacher actually seems like she cares because she is new this year, and she doesn't want to get fired. So, I don't know, she's probably a good teacher. The thing is, my school is fairly big. There's at least 200 kids in my grade. And there's 200 kids in my grade, so that means class would be extra big. And normally I maybe talked to at least 30 to 35 kids actually just in my grade, because normally, like, the kids some of the kids I don't really like anyways. I just talked to 30 of the kids that I do like. But besides that, so I actually somehow was able to, the U.S. history class I'm actually in has 7 kids. That's complete blasphemous. 7 kids. It's me, this Chinese kid, it's me, this other kid, obviously, some other boy, and then the rest is, like, a bunch of girls that, like, I've known since, like, 8th grade and stuff. But it's just really insane, though, how our school is so big, and there's, like, over, I think, like, 500 kids. There's over 800 kids in the whole, just the high school itself, and I was put into a class with only 7 kids. It's actually really insane, but I'm not really complaining, because that's good, because I can get an easy grade, easy A, because the teacher's actually going to, like, focus on me. That sounds like that Ariana Grande song, but I promise you, that's not legit where I just got that reference from. But it's really cool, though, honestly. But next, I got what's next? Second period, I don't even remember. I think I have TV production second period. TV production is pretty cool. I got a new teacher as well from last year. The teacher could not care less, which was actually very nice, because he didn't care. All we did was sat there was a free study hall plus a free A that goes on our report card, so I wasn't really minding. But now it's actually a real teacher, and this year it actually counts as an honors course. So whatever we do is actually going to be counted as if I'm taking an honors class. So it's like an extra points in my report card, which is very nice. And, again, I'm also with a couple of my friends in that class as well, so I don't really have a problem. I think it's actually going to teach me a lot this year. Last year, I didn't actually learn, like, a single thing. But, again, I still wasn't complaining because I got free A. So, you know, whatever. So, after actually that, I went to go grab my schedule so I can see what the classes I have. So, next, I have Spanish 3, which if you guys ever, like, came into any of my live streams, you would know that I legit talk about it. I think in, like, every other live stream, one kid asks, like, can you speak Spanish or something? Because, I don't know why, a lot of my subscribers are actually, like, Spanish So they always ask me that kind of stuff, and obviously I have to say no, I'm bad. But I'm actually in Spanish 3, and today the teacher, I'm in the class with a couple of my friends, but the teacher is, he legit does not speak English. Like, it's going to be a problem. He speaks, like, maybe 10% English, and the room's massive. Like, it's a massive room. There's, like, 20 kids in there. It's not good. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's going to actually be really hard, though, but, you know, hopefully I can get a passing grade this year. That'd be, oh, beautiful. That would be nice if I do. Anyways, so yeah, that's about it for Spanish. There's nothing too fancy in there, except, that's about it anyways. Next we got, oh my god, we got physics. Alright, this was actually kind of stupid. Alright, so, pretty much there's something called an advisory, which is pretty much, like homeroom, I guess if you want to call it. But you meet with them, like, every other 2 days, which is, well, I think last year we met every other 2 days. So this year we're probably doing the same thing, but pretty much what it is just like someone is assigned to you. One teacher is assigned to you and a couple other kids, and a couple other. Pretty much what it is like you and a couple 20 other like kids are assigned to just this one teacher that goes to him like during a break, because we have break in our school, which is like we just get to wander the halls for 15 minutes doing nothing, and it's pretty much just like a small break, obviously. And so days that we're not supposed to have break, we go to advisory, and this advisor is the same guy as my physics teacher, and I'm probably dropping out because, first of all, I already made a fool out of myself during advisory in the morning. We get locker combinations, and obviously nobody actually uses their locker. Like, we don't need to really carry that much stuff to be able to use our locker. And he had the sheet of paper. Now keep in mind, when this happened, it was like 8:20. We got to school 20 minutes ago. I just legit sat down. And I was like, I'm confused. Like, I just got out of summer 10 minutes ago. So, if someone just starts giving me a hard math equation, I have no idea what's going on. Like, I legit. So, he actually ends up, he's going around the room saying, oh, yes, you. Oh, whatever. Let's say this kid's named John. John, do you want your locker combination? He's like, yeah, okay. And then he goes, takes his phone and, like, writes it down in his notes. And then he calls me, Nathaniel. I'm like, yeah. He's like, you want your locker combination? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take a picture of it. And then he looks at me, like, dumbfounded. You can't take a picture of it? I'm like, what do you mean I can't take a picture of it? Why not? And he said, you gotta write it on a note. And then, I was just so I was just, like, so confused. I'm like, what? What is he saying? 20 kids that I don't know are just, like, watching me. Just like, I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean? I don't understand. She just went up to take a picture. I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, what did she do? And he's like, it's none of your business what she did. I'm like, what? Like, what? Like, I was just so confused. The whole class was like, is this kid dumb or something? Like, does this kid have mental? I'm like, oh my god. What's even happening? He's like, do you want your locker combination? No, I'm like, no. Okay, I guess I don't want it anymore. So yeah. At the end, I just sat down and like covered my face with my bag, and I'm like, what's wrong with me? Like, am I messed up or something? So I ended up obviously not getting my locker combination, and he just said, oh, if you decide to get it, you can come get it anytime. So I'm like, okay. So whenever I decide to, which is gonna be never, because I don't need that trash thing. I don't need that small locker. Then I'll definitely come and tell you that I want my locker. But otherwise, I don't need it anyways. And then so he's the same guy as my physics teacher. And then he was passing out the physics syllabus, which just tells you all the rules and stuff that you need to sign. And then he passed it to me. He's like, oh, I saw you in the morning. I'm like, yeah, I'm in your advisor. You're my advisory teacher. He's like, oh yeah, okay. And then during the class, actually. So during the class, he was telling us, this is going to be a very hard course. If you guys are not up to the challenge, you should leave now, or something like that. And then obviously, I told you guys before in like a couple, like last video, I think, that I wasn't actually supposed to take physics. I was supposed to take anatomy. And obviously, anatomy was full, so I was not able to take that, and they're forcing me to take physics, along with a couple actually other kids in the class. I wasn't really expecting other kids for that to be the issue, but it actually was, so I wasn't really the only one. Other kids weren't supposed to take physics either. Other kids were put in anatomy. And then everyone was complaining, like, oh, I'm not even supposed to be here. How hard's the course? Like, what are we going to be doing? And then he's like, you're going to need to know a lot of Algebra 2 and Calculus and Pre-Calc. And I'm like, what? Yo, I'm taking Algebra 2 this year. What do you mean? What? I can't take this. And then the whole class was like, oh my god, I can't take this. I don't know. I'm going to drop out and stuff. And then I, like, blurred out in class. Like, I wasn't even supposed to be in this class. I'm supposed to be taking anatomy, but it was full, so they put me in physics, and I'm not good at math. And then he, like, just flips on me. He snaps. and just, I don't know, he got really mad and then just says, oh, you're putting a label on yourself. You can do physics, but the school is just telling you that you can't, or so, I don't even, something like that. And I'm just like, what? It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm confused right now. I'm like, boy, what did I do for you to flip out in front of all these other kids that I don't even know? And he's just mad flipping out on me. And it's not even my fault because I legit cannot. Last year, I barely passed math. And he's telling me, oh, you can do it. I'm like, I didn't even take the courses. I didn't take Algebra 2 yet or pre-calculus. What do you want me to do? So it's just, he's telling me that I can't do it, but I know, I just know I can't do it. He's like, oh, you can do it. And I'm like, but I can't. So, and then he's telling me, oh, there's a lot of studying involved. I'm like, but I'm not good at that because I'm bad at studying. So what do I do? Let me drop out or something. And then he just got mad and then just started doing whatever with the other kids. But I'm like, I can't do anything. What? I didn't even take pre-cal. What is this class for me? This class is not good for me. So next we actually got digital imaging, which is actually a really cool class. This was a class I was supposed to take a different class that counts as an honors instead of this, but this counted as an elective. And they just gave this to me because all the other classes were taken up by seniors. And obviously seniors get the first vote that they want. Whatever seniors choose, that's what they're gonna get. Like, they're guaranteed because they're like the seniors. And I was stuck in digital art, and then as I walked there, I'm like, oh shoot, it's probably with a bunch of scrub kids. I'm not gonna know anybody. And then obviously I didn't end up knowing anybody. And then my friend actually walks in, like my friend for like 4 years now, and he's like, oh yo, what class is this? I'm like, yo, what's good? And he's like, oh, I saw it. Anyways, but besides the fact that my friend's in the class, legit what we're learning, boy, I'm recording. What we're learning about is Photoshop, and that's really cool because that's what I make thumbnails on. Yay! So I'm not complaining. Like, I can learn my Photoshop skills in that class, and there's no complaints there. As long as the teacher actually knows what she's doing, I'm perfectly fine. So that's actually gonna work out pretty good. Next, we got English 11, which was well, we had lunch, then we went to English, I think. But you know, lunch, it's just lunch. I was just with my friends, we're just talking, whatever. And yeah, that's about it. And then we get to English. English legit had 5 other kids. Me, my friend, my other friend, this acquaintance, and this girl that's like new to the school, I guess, because I never seen her in my life. But it was actually really insane though that there was only 5 kids, and like 4 of them I talked to, and then the other one was just like some random person. But it was really insane. That's legit the whole entire class. Out of all like the 200 kids in our school, just in my grade, that's just the class. Obviously, I'm not complaining again. The teacher seems good. She's also new, so she doesn't want to get fired as well. So she's going to try her hardest, and she seems really good as well. And then the final teacher we got is Algebra 2. It was the same teacher I had last year. And, you know, whatever. There's some ups and downs with her. She helped me not fail her class, but yet again, her class is hard, and she's, she yells a lot, so I really, you know, whatever. But I am in that class with nobody. There's at least 30 kids in that class. I'm going to have to say 18 of them are women that are all in like 9th grade and 10th grade, because that's like, I'm in 11th grade at 5. I legitimately didn't say that the whole time, but they're all like younger than me, and they're like really annoying, and they keep talking. It's just like legit what like little children do. But so there's only me and like 2 other boys, and one of them is in my grade, and the one that's in my grade I don't really talk to that much, and then the other one is like a freshman, so he's a scrub. So that pretty much wraps up my story about school today. Hopefully this video wasn't a little bit too long. I think it was like 11. There goes my control. I think it was like 11 minutes or something. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more, please smash the like button. Don't forget to follow. As always, thanks for watching.